Welcome to Pimlico Race Course, day before the Preakness. Gonna take a bit of a tour. Gotta go to the top of this hill for the tour. They don't call this Old Hilltop for nothing. Already got some horses exercising. Over here at the clubhouse. If you haven't been here yet, this is a huge place. Bigger than some train stations. Now here we go, here's where our tour begins. We have to put these cool wristbands on for security purposes. How about that? I bet Evercast now. Over Old Hilltop. It's a sunrise tour, but the sun's been up for a while. Somewhere there. Oh, 31. Right here.
Group 31, how you doing?
Uh-huh. Hello.
How are you? How's everybody? Welcome to Pimlico.
Yep, that's our group, 31.
Stan, yeah, my name's Stan.
We follow our tour guide to the barn. And now we're inside. All right. I believe we're going that direction down there. But over there you place your bets. I gotta learn how to play horses.
Pass around real quickly, Jockey's pants.
Got a former jockey here.
Everything I pass around, I want to get back. At the bottom of those pants are...
I'll never fit into those.
I'm too fat.
How do you fit into those? These guys are tiny. They might be tiny, but they're strong.
The jockey is responsible. Jockey is responsible for
My feet are too big for that.
The colors are designed and purchased by the owner. The owner picks his favorite colors and designs them. Some will have crosses, some will have diamonds, some will have separate colors. That's the owner's responsibility to do that. On a muddy, jockeys will wear goggles. They have to wear goggles to protect their eyes. The goggles are stackable goggles. And while he's racing that horse, and on a muddy day, the goggles get very dirty very fast while he's racing the horse. And he needs to see where he's going. He'll have to, with the other hand, and very quickly drop that pair of goggles down. They'll drop around their neck, and he'll do that throughout the race so that he can see. On a sunny day,
gotta have goggle wipers.
Shaded so that he's protected from the sunlight. So that'll be the first pair that goes on his... Yes,
they're expensive.
Check those out.
Yep, they can be. This is the jockey
I don't think that'll fit me.
A racing saddle. There's not much. Most heaviest part of any saddle.
That's the saddle.
The important part of any saddle is called a tree. It's a U-shaped apparatus that's arched at the bottom, sits on the horse's withers. The other two pieces of the U go backwards to hold the strap that holds the stirrup that holds the jockey.
Okay, head for the stables. Back outside. About 62 degrees out there. At least the sun came out.
5 pound bug, 5 pound apprenticeship. They keep that for about a year.
The Preakness horses are in there.
Well, the main stakes barn here has the famous stall number 40 in there, where a lot of the Kentucky Derby winners have historically stayed in the past. This year's Kentucky Derby winner, American Pharaoh, his trainer Bob Baffert picked another stall for American Pharaoh to stay in, but the lead pony for American Pharaoh is staying in stall 40. So,
That's fine.
so you've been training up at Fair Hill, right?
The trainer of Divining Rod, the Preakness horse.
So there's actually two local horses in the Preakness this year. We have the horse Bodie Zaffa, who's been training at Laurel and who won the Tessio, and you have our nose horse Divining Rod, been training up at Fair Hill Training Center, which is up in Cecil County. All right, come on down.
You can tell when you're near the barn. You can whiff it. A lot of stuff to whiff right now. It's been a while for me being on a horse farm. And now for the Clydesdales, your favorite and mine.
Everybody have off school today?
Apparently the Clydesdales are eating. I don't see any. There's part of one. Clydesdale's all right. Yeah, I think we're being mooned by a Clydesdale. Nice feet, though. The Clydesdale barn. Thank you, Budweiser. I prefer Miller, though.
Everybody together, we'll head back in the grandstand, get back out to the apron.
Can we see the horse being washed?
Yeah.
There's somebody.
They win because they're that good. For example, in 2009, Rachel Alexander won the Kentucky.
Shaking his head, yes. Oh, somebody else there, too.
Yep.
More horsies.
Morning.
Bye-bye.
Here for a while.
He's one of the trainers.
Steeplechase jockey. He rode the horses that race over jumps.
Oh, a steeplechaser.
Then I got too heavy.
Let's clear out
You
this
might
way.
want to back up.
Let's clear out this way.
Oh, Clydesdales. Clop, clop, clop.
So if one of the kids wants to bet him, one at a time.
One at a time.
And then you can pet him right here. His name's Callie.
The cool thing about horses is
Oh, a
most
friendly
people like
horse.
kids.
Yep. Just nice and slow, yep.
And look who's petting him.
Run on this racetrack, and he also runs over jumps.
He's a jumper.
Callie de Ora is his whole name. You want to pet him?
Street.
Which means
Callie de
street of
Ora.
gold.
Callie de Ora.
You can pet him.
What?
Right there.
Callie de Ora. That's a fancy name for a horse.
What do you mean? What
How about Secretariat the Second?
The birthmark.
Color, yeah. Shall go again. So this one is 5 years old. He's like that. I'll put you on back.
Everybody's horsing around with it. Hey, horsing around. I just came up with that one.
How's Barney Rebel doing?
Doing great.
They have a nice horse that runs.
And now we'll continue horsing around here at Pimlico. After all, what else do you do at a racetrack? You horse around. Still, huge place. Lots of security here too, because of the events of a couple of weeks ago. You can't say they aren't needed. And apparently going back in. This is kind of like a magical mystery tour with horses. Got back inside. I guess I'll keep behind the tour guide, see where we end up. Budweiser. They brought us to Clydesdales.
Feedback or anything? And I like firing line, I think, in the Preakness, but the favorite American Pharoah will be tough, and I'm rooting on the two local horses, Bodhisattva and Divining Rod.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Divining Rod.
Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you very much. Let's go out here.
I'll be back. I'm using your restroom.
And back out. Up here, some places the winner's circle. Someplace I won't be going in a long time. And over here they give us a complimentary mint.
So we take them and we retrain them to do. You can retrain them to do all of these. They're very versatile. They'll do almost anything. We ride at EHM stables, which is it's focused on the 100 jumper discipline, but you can do anything with them. And those are some of the horses we have at our barn.
So they're still of use. I mean, they're still put to...
Yes. So they're not just.
yeah,
we try to keep them out of that trouble.
Yeah,
it's such a short-lived life here that they need something else to do afterwards.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, so these are some of our horses at our barn.
These folks rescue horses. NBC is here, ready for tomorrow. How about your bullfrog on national TV? But tomorrow, what horse will first cross the finish line there? So I keep saying, one huge place. Look at all those cameras up there. Never been to a horse race myself, but I might give it a try just once. We can hardly wait. Can you believe that's a John Deere? I've never seen a deer like that before. A John Deere for women.
Not me, you do. Oh, sorry. No problem. I got it. I like that. I've seen one before.
I can't afford to go in there. Now the racetrack is being prepped for races later on today. Had to jump out of the way to let him go by. And more John Deere. And a profusion of tents in the infield. And again the racetrack. That's a rather wide racetrack. I never knew it was that wide. But okay guys, place your bets. I can't afford to. But if I could, I might be rich overnight. But of course, by the time you watch this, you'll know which horse won. That's the thing. Here come more John Deeres. Wow, I had pay dirt today in the deer department. He waved. He didn't. All right, time to depart. We even got to horse around a bit with the horses. I didn't get a good whiff of them. That brought back memories. Before we go, there's a starting gate. Am I correct? I just see 8 horses in this year's Preakness. But today, lots of security. Yep, lots of security. But anyway, this concludes your Sunrise Tour 2015, the day before Preakness Day. Okay. Next, a day at the races.
Here's Gus with Caliuro. Yeah, see? Yeah. Aren't they both handsome? All right.